talk about. Oh, I actually clicked on something there. We're going to talk about the Chargers opening. Chargers in the middle of the season let go of Brandon Staley, and it happened about 8 months too late. He should have been fired after that collapse last year in the playoffs against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But I guess better late than never.
Right.
But when you got a young quarterback like Herbert, you're kind of ruining his development too or you're wasting years too. And then you got Joey Bosa on your defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's pieces there. It's probably the most attractive job right now out there just because a lot of these times, I mean, we've said it basically with all these teams. How many times have we, with all these teams, how many times have we said, man, they got the quarterback there? I don't think we've said that. I don't think you can say that about any of these spots.
No, I think
No.
this is the only
This
spot you
this
can
is the
say that.
this is the only spot. So when you already have the hardest question answered, it's where you want to go, which is why this is where Harbaugh's going.
You think he's going out west?
I mean, with Washington, you don't have the quarterback figured out. There's not like when he went to San Francisco, you at least had Alex Smith, who at one point was thought of well enough to go 1 overall. So it's not like there was no talent there. You just had to get the right coach and the right system in there, and that's what he did. In Washington right now, you got Sam Howell, who is like a 3rd or 4th round pick.
Where is their draft pick at?
I want to say they might be high. They might
I
be
think they're
2.
top 5 at least.
Yeah, let me see.
So I feel like he could bring in his QB. The person I thought going to San Diego, or not San Diego. Dang it, Brain, you got me saying the San Diego Chargers. I'm going to say it either way. What was that?
Washington's picking number 2. So
2. Okay, so they have a chance to get one of the quarterbacks there.
I mean, you're either getting Caleb Young or Drake May.
Caleb Williams. Yeah.
Oh yeah, did I say Caleb Young?
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
I don't either. Bryce Young and Caleb Williams combined.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's who that is. But I mean, and I was going to say the last time a quarterback from North Carolina was taken at number 2, worked out just fine for that team. So
yeah. And they made playoffs with him, so they're good.
They did it. He won the MVP. Then or whatever they called it. It was MVP. I don't remember what the N stand for though.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyways, yeah. So my pick for this one is Harbaugh. Who do you got coming to Los Angeles?
Even though we kept saying his name earlier, I think Ben Johnson goes here. Over Atlanta. You have the complete team ready. They just got rid of supposedly a defensive coach, which has collapses on defense the whole season in Brandon Staley. I think this is where Ben Johnson will end up. They'll spend money to get him.
Yeah. So we both basically, because the 2 coaches in this cycle are Ben Johnson and Jim Harbaugh, and we both said, nope, this is the one where the other one's going. Like one took one, the other took the other. Yeah. So this is the job. I mean, I'll throw my hat in the ring for this one. You know, that's how desirable this job is.
I like it.
You can be my OC.
Oh, all right. I like
it. And then finally, the last job opening to talk about is the Raiders. Obviously, they fired McDaniels in the middle of the season also. Antonio Pierce took over and did a heck of a job with his team. They were in the playoff discussion until, I believe, week 17.
Yeah.
Is when they were officially eliminated. Maybe the last week, but
it might have been last week, but they needed a lot of help in week 18. Either way, they still did
Either
great.
way, yeah, heck of a run there. Won some really good games. The offense still is a piece of work, but again, when you're in this situation, you probably need a quarterback. Yeah. So, and Jimmy Garoppolo was not the answer, obviously. And the rookie that they had, Aiden O'Connell, he had some bright moments, but I don't think he's the long-term answer. The Raiders will be picking, as of right now, they have the 13th pick. So you might be getting, there's a couple of quarterbacks that might be available there if you want to go that route. But I think this is one of those spots, unless if you can convince Harbaugh to come, this is, you stick with what you got with Antonio Pierce. They made this mistake a couple years ago with, oh my gosh, what
Rick
was it?
Bisaccia.
Yeah, Pistachio.
Yeah.
He should have gotten the job, and then they gave it to McDaniels instead. I don't see them making the same mistake again. I think they just keep with what's working, unless again, if Harbaugh is a fit, like says, I'll come to or Las Vegas. That's the only scenario I think that they don't go that route.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think they do the right thing this time, and he's another one of those guys that you can tell that the players love playing for. They really enjoy him being their coach. They respond to him, all that stuff. So I think they stick with Antonio Pierce here.
Yeah. The only thing with Pierce though is he's not he's not a defense court. He's a defensive minded person. He was a linebacker with the Giants in the mid 2000s, but he's not really a coordinator for defense, and obviously he's not an offensive mind. So who he brings in as coordinators is the most important part of his
Well,
hiring
I
process.
just thought one guy he could probably go get if he does get the job. Because I'm assuming he will get let go as well in Washington, and you can go out and get Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
He can work his magic with, especially when you have Devontae Adams there. He's a pretty good receiver. You just need a quarterback to throw it to him.
Yep. So that is all for the coaching openings that we got for you this week.